Randy into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed a perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. Frankie Kershaw pitches a no-hitter. It is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner. It's over. One series, a walk-off home run. This is way back. Walk 'em off. Chris Taylor. It's time for Dodger baseball.
Welcome to Dodger Stadium.
Dodgers win.
This is the golden age of Dodger baseball.
Grand slam. It's a double for Freddie. Mookie Magic.
They're going to make big signings. They're going to make impact trades. This is the most anticipated season in Dodgers history.
Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out. What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to an emergency episode of Dodgers Dugout Live. My name is Doug McKain, credentialed media mentor of your Los Angeles Dodgers. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. And thanks for joining us here. We got a little pre-game. Dodgers taking on the Pirates tonight. Mitch Keller on the bump, going up against newly acquired Jack Flaherty in his second start for your boys in blue. But the big story tonight is Dave Roberts. He revealed before the game that Mookie Betts will be back in right field exclusively when he comes back, and it will be on Monday. So that is the big reveal tonight. Mookie Betts, who a couple days ago, 5 days ago, the Dodgers had said that he was going to be back and he was going to be in short, and he was going to be at shortstop, and that's the position he was going to play where he had played this season. It was the first time in his career that he had been an everyday full-time shortstop. The defensive run saved, the outs above average. He had been struggling there defensively. He did make some improvements. He was trending in the right direction, but ultimately the decision was to put Mookie Betts back in right field, where he'll be starting on Monday when the Dodgers take on the Brewers in Milwaukee. So we have so much to break down. What does this mean for the lineup, for the shortstop position? What will the Dodgers outfield mix look like? That is what we're going to be talking about. I'm not going to sit here and take a victory lap. Of course, I've been pushing for Mookie to be back at right since the beginning of the season. I mean, go look back at me begging for this team to keep Miguel Rojas at shortstop because that was the right decision. And every time I looked at Mookie Betts playing short or at second base, I would always think one thing: man, he looks like a great right fielder. That's a six-time Gold Glove Award winning right fielder the Dodgers got today. Mookie Betts is back in right field, and it's what's best for this team. But let me know down below in the comment section, what are all your thoughts, all your takes? What is your reaction? Dave Roberts said to before the game, Mookie is still on track to join us on Monday. Tommy and Max just went on a rehab assignment and will start playing games with OKC tomorrow. We're going to get both those guys back. So Tommy Edman, Max Muncy, they both went on their rehab assignment. And Dave said, Mookie, first off, what he's done for us at shortstop doesn't go unnoticed, taking on that daunting task. We've had conversations essentially daily about what's best for him, what's best for the team. I know I said that we wanted to start Mookie at short to give the potential to pivot out there. I had a conversation with him last night. Right now, we are going to kick Mookie out to right field. It's something we all feel is best for our ball club. We all feel comfortable with that. Mookie needs to get back out there to right field and give Miguel Rojas the opportunity to play short. He would go on to say that the conversation was under the constructs of each player where they're being played and where they are most confident. And he feels like Mookie Betts is more confident going back to right field than beginning the process of this shortstop experiment. And what this all comes down to is the fact that Gavin Lux has been excellent for this team since the beginning of July. Since the beginning of July, Gavin Lux has a 160 weighted runs created plus. That's 26th in all of Major League Baseball. That's 60% above league average offensively for Gavin Lux. That's better than Shohei Ohtani in that stretch. Ohtani has a 155 weighted runs created plus. Gavin Lux has a 160. So Mookie Betts back out in right field. So much to unpack. And look, bottom line, this was the best decision. Putting Mookie Betts back in right field is where he belonged on the 2024 Dodgers, because that's where he's most comfortable. That's where he's a 6-time Gold Glove award-winning outfielder. And then also he can focus on what he does best, and that is hitting. That is being a dynamic hitter, one of the top 5 to 10 hitters on the planet. Now he can focus on that. Yes, there is going to be some running, some wear and tear because you're out playing right. The original plan was for him to play on the dirt at second base to limit the running, but still, with the way Gavin Lux has performed, he's not moving off that. And even Mookie said himself that Gavin Lux has earned that spot at second base. So not only do you put a Gold Glover in right field now in Mookie Betts, well, now you have Gold Glove defense at shortstop. Even though Miguel Rojas hasn't won a Gold Glove, he is Gold Glove caliber. You have Nick Ahmed right now. And then when Tommy Edman is healthy, you have a Gold Glove caliber center fielder. So look at your defense up the middle now. Miguel Rojas at short, Tommy Edman in center, Mookie Betts in right, and then Teoscar Hernandez in left. So the corners, you have above average hitters, and then in center, you're going to have an average hitter, hopefully better, maybe a little above league average, that has a really good glove. So I think today was long overdue. I'm glad that they got past whatever it was that was keeping him there, whether that be the experiment at the beginning, wanting to go prove that he can do it. The truth of the matter is, Mookie hadn't played shortstop before last season since 2012 for the Low A Lowell at the Red Sox. So that's not going to make sense. So this was a great day for Dodger baseball, but I want to hear your takes. I think today I feel better in the last hour that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series than I have in a couple of months. And it's because you added an MVP outfielder to your mix. And it just hopefully Miguel Rojas can stay healthy. But starting lineup will be Smith, Ketchum, Freeman at first. That's from Deep Fried Beans. We got McKenzie, Forex. We got Love, Miggy Rowe at shortstop from Monster. Ray Guzman, Mookie bat is better than Hayward's bat. Yeah, and what does this mean for Jason Hayward? To be frank, I don't really care. And I love Jason Hayward as a person. I think as a player last year, he exceeded expectations. He outperformed any projections that was had for him. This year so far, Jason Hayward hasn't been awful in his opportunities. He's still been above average as far as his ability to play a really nice right field defensively. If you look at his numbers, he's hitting .209. He's been 7% below league average, the 93 weighted runs created plus. Last season, he was a 121 weighted runs created plus. That's down to 93. Last season, he was slugging .473. This year, that's down to .386. You look at Jason Hayward defensively, he can still get it done. There's no doubt about it. But overall, defensively, he is just slightly above league average, a 1 ounce above average. So what does this mean for Jason Hayward? I mean, we'll see. Jason Hayward could possibly play some center field part-time. If Edman plays some shortstop, that's an option for him. Edman could play some short. Edman can play some third base. And look, let's be honest here. Jason Hayward could be a roster crunch casualty at the end if they decide that Chris Taylor is going to make this roster, depending on what they do with Andy Pages. If they think that Andy Pages makes more sense as a bench bat, because you can't keep all these guys, and if everyone stays healthy, they're going to have to make some difficult decisions. And the thing with Jason Hayward, he's got no options. You can't send him down. So at this point, Jason Hayward could be on the outside looking in when it comes to the October roster, and that is a byproduct of Mookie Betts going back out to where he belonged in right field. And you look at this lineup, potential lineup right now. Freddie Freeman. Now, this is not how the lineup's going to play out, but at all the positions. Freddie Freeman at first base. Gavin Lux at second base. Miguel Rojas at short. Max Muncy at third. So, for whatever deficiencies Max Muncy may have at this point, he improved a lot defensively this season, but you do supplement that defense on that side of the infield, on the left side of your infield, with having Miguel Rojas. So that's a benefit to Max Muncy as well. And in left field, you have Teoscar Hernandez. Center field, you have Tommy Edman. Right field, you have Mookie Betts. Behind the dish, you have Will Smith. And then your designated hitter is Shohei Ohtani. That's a lineup. That's a group of fielders that are definitely going to help this team in a big way. And you can't deny the success of Gavin Lux. Gavin Lux has absolutely rejuvenated his career. He's held it down at second base all year defensively, and there's no doubt about it. Miguel Rojas is by far, with the bullet, the best defensive shortstop on this team, and that's where he should be playing, and that's how you take advantage of him. So, yeah, this is exciting news. This is exciting news for Dodgers fans, because now Mookie Betts doesn't have to take 3 hours of ground balls before the game. Now, Dave Roberts did say that he hopes that Mookie Betts does play some infield before games, that he takes ground balls at short, and that they could see him in a late game situation in a pinch playing some infield. And that's a possibility. To have that optionality is a good thing. But he is going to be the right fielder. That's where he's going to be exclusively as it goes, as it pertains to right now. And the fact that it says Edman, right or left-handed bat. Ray Sody's a switch hitter. Juice Narrow says send Pages down and see if he can figure it out. And for next year, I would keep Hayward as the fourth outfielder. Yeah, I think Juice Narrows, look, there is a world where Jason Hayward is the fourth outfielder on this team, and that would be very difficult to not include him on this postseason roster because of his stature in this clubhouse, because of his relationships with Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. He's a veteran. He's a leader. He can go up there and give you a professional at-bat. If you need to hit a ground ball to the right side, if you need a sac fly to right center field to put the ball in play, he can absolutely do that. He can also hit the ball hard and be dangerous at times as well. But let's see. Joel Rodriguez, not excited as watching you, D-Mac. Joel, calm down, my man. I'll give you a bra for that. We got Birasama. Lux is okay. I still think they should have traded him instead of Vargas. Are you serious? You cannot be serious. There's no way. Gavin Lux, he's been 60% above league average since July 1st. That's better than Shohei Ohtani that stretch, believe it or not. Lashiva Jones, I'm pretty pleased that Mookie will play in right field. He's an elite right fielder. Exactly. So Mookie Betts is going back to right field. Why does that help the team? One, Mookie Betts goes to the position where he's a 6-time Gold Glove Award winning right fielder. Two, you get to keep Gavin Lux's bat, which has been a bat that's been 60% above average. He's been swinging a hot bat for the second half of the season and been playing great defense at second base. He stays there. And then three, you improve your shortstop defense, which is, outside of the catcher position, the most important defensive position on the diamond. You get Miguel Rojas's Gold Glove caliber defense at shortstop. And then Mookie, he can focus on hitting home runs and hitting doubles and getting clutch base hits and getting on base and having this team just score 7, 8, 9 runs a game, hopefully. And it's going to take some pressure off of Mookie Betts at the plate. It's going to take some bandwidth off his mind. The concentration level it requires to play shortstop is extremely demanding. And now he gets to go back. It's like riding a bike for Mookie Betts, man. Let's not forget what happened in 2020. The Dodgers do not win that World Series if it wasn't for Mookie Betts' defense in the NLCS. The clutch catches against the Atlanta Braves. When he caught Marcell Ozuna, when he did not have his foot on third base, takes full advantage there. When he helped Blake Trinan and Walker Buehler make big catches at the wall. This is big-time news for the Dodgers. It truly is, because Mookie swallowed his pride. The organization swallowed its pride. And here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing. If you had to do it all over, the way that things played out, if you had to do it all over again, you could still make the argument that it still made the most sense at the time to go through with this experiment, even though I was against it. I vehemently was against it. But you could make the case that by having Mookie Betts at short, it allowed Gavin Lux to stay at second. They remained patient with Gavin Lux at second, even though you had people out there that wanted to option him, people out there that wanted to trade him for a bag of chips, people out there saying to end this experiment, people saying that Gavin Lux was done. Uh-oh. Patience paid off. Gavin Lux is one of the best 30 hitters in baseball over the last month and a half and has clearly found something. Shout out to Uncle Augie. And if you had just simply put Rojas at short and left Mookie at second, you wouldn't have Gavin Lux's bat in the lineup. So you're really in a good position if you're the Dodgers because of the patience that you had. And everyone now in this lineup brings something. If they're not a dynamic bat, then they're a really good defender, right? Tom Yedman, Miguel Rojas, no one's going to confuse those two guys for elite bats, but they're elite defenders, right? And Max Muncy, is he an elite defender? No, he's a 36 home run guy. Mookie Betts, the best of both worlds. Yes, the defense now in the outfield isn't as good as it was during his peak, but I guarantee after playing shortstop, he's going to feel like, man, it's not so bad out in right field. But here we go. We got who's the three bench players? Tian Jiang. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do. Kike. What do you do with Kiermaier? Does Kiermaier make the roster, and do they keep him as a late game substitution? Because his defense in center field's elite. What do you do with Chris Taylor? How does he progress with his groin injury? Jason Hayward. Is he permanently the fourth outfielder? Andy Pajes. Andy Pajes has an OPS over 900 in the month of August. He's found his swing. Andy Pajes, I think, has the potential to be a better bat than Jason Hayward. Dalton Rushing. Dalton Rushing is going to exclusively be playing left field with OKC. They got plenty of catchers. My friend Diego Cartaya. You got Oki. You got Fiducia. He's going to be playing in left field. Do they Kyle Schwarber, Dalton Rushing, and fast track his rise to the show because they think he could be an impact bat? Does he get time in September? Based on that, will he get a chance to make the postseason roster? It's going to be a lot of big decisions here for the Dodgers. I think Nick Ahmed ultimately gets DFA'd because it's not a big difference between him and Miguel Rojas. And Rojas has clearly been a better bat. He also has a $5 million club option for next season. He's a part of this franchise. We got any update on Chris Taylor? So Chris Taylor this is from, who asked me this question? I always like to give credit. Destiny Jackson over on the X. So Chris Taylor was participating in the sim game that they were doing, and Chris Taylor still dealing with that groin injury, and he's on the mend. And it's nothing serious. Was placed on that 10-day IL on July 25th, and he's going to factor into this mix. And Chris Taylor has mostly had a down season, but he gives you that positional versatility in the infield and the outfield. Also, too, he's a postseason dog. He's a guy that when the lights get bright in October, Taylor, that happens. We got, what's up, stepbrother D-Mac? We got Kenny Chung. You guys are jinxing Lux. That's a bruh. You want a bruh, Mackenzie? I got you. Lux instead of Vargas, LMAO. Yeah, no, that was insane. I couldn't believe that. And you guys know, I mean, you know I love me some Gavin Lux and some Miguel Vargas. Let D-Mac play shortstop tonight from Roachkill at 420. A little pregame. What up, BC? We got some big news. Marcus Lynn Betts is back in right field. Everything seems right in the world. I can't wait to see it. I think one thing that really stood out to me with Mookie Betts, and I talked to Mookie about his spot in the lineup, and he's kind of made it seem that Shohei Ohtani had some type of say into the place in the lineup, but that definitely is not the case in my opinion. I think that Mookie and Shohei, they're both winners. They both want to win, and they trust the organization. They trust Dave Roberts. They trust the powers that be within the Dodgers to put them in positions to have success. So I don't think that was a decision at all. But Mookie's power numbers, as great as his start was last season, I mean, Mookie's power numbers were at an all-time high. I mean, Mookie hit a career-high 39 home runs last season. 39 home runs last year for Mookie Betts. And yes, that did come with him playing some shortstop, but his slug this year went from 579 last year to 488 this year. And before he was injured, before he fractured his left hand on June 17th, Mookie had hit 10 home runs. And he was far off the 39 home run pace that he had last season. He was still hitting 304, so the average was there. The on base was consistent. He hit 307 last year, 304 this year. On base, 408 last year, 405 this year. But the slug, 579 in 2023, down to 488 in 2024. The isolated power, 272 last year, 184 this year. Weighted runs created plus last year, 167. This year, 155. And down the stretch before the injury, Mookie was hitting 208 in June with a 702 OPS. In May, Mookie hit 276 with a 735 OPS. So a lot of his numbers were inflated because of how good he was in March, where the Dodgers played 6 games. He had a 1757 OPS, was hitting 500. And then in April, a 957 OPS, was hitting 340. But after that, his numbers really were going down. And I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that he was playing that shortstop position and how demanding, the rigors of it, the pregame prep, all the training, the mental element of it as well, how much focus and concentration it takes to play that position. Also, some of the misplays, some of the errors, some of the bad throws, just kind of thinking about that when you're at the plate. So this is going to allow the Dodgers to get the best version of Mookie Betts at the plate, which they absolutely need because you're only 2.5 games up from the San Diego Padres, and you're in a division race at this point, so it didn't make sense to go through with this experiment. I will say you definitely have to hope that Miguel Rojas is able to stay healthy, and you do have some options with Tommy Edman coming back. He can play short as well. But we got Moreno, 818, saying Mookie, right field, greater than shortstop. Gabriel Munoz getting the boys back bit by bit. Go Dodgers. That's a fire take. It's a fire. I know it's a comment of the show. We got Lamvu agreed this gives us the best lineup offensively and defensively while having depth. Rambo 2024. Me and D-Mac. Jesse say what Mookie was mid at best. Those throws, ugh. Yeah, he wasn't a good shortstop. I mean, that's objectively, Mookie was at average on his best day to a below average shortstop based on every single defensive metric that you really want to look at. Outs above average did like him a little more the defensive runs saved, but yeah, definitely this was the move, 100%. Mookie Betts, shorts, there's about 10 shortstops on the planet that are average, above average offensively and defensively. It's very difficult to do. We got Corey, what about trying Lux back at short? So when I talked to Andrew Freeman, Dodgers president of baseball operations, I asked him this question. He told me it's something that they'll revisit and re-explore after the season. So that's why I think it's important to look through every decision made for the remainder of this year through the lens of it's 2024. Whether that be Shohei Ohtani batting leadoff. Next year, he's going to be pitching again, right? Even though he'll be the DH, he's going to be pitching again. And does leadoff still make a lot of sense? It could, it might, but you got to revisit, have the conversation again. Second base. Mookie next year at second base, Lux at shortstop. I think the confidence is so high with Lux, and from a mental aspect, everything he brings to the table when he's locked in upstairs, you see what he can do at the plate, what he's capable of. And defensively as well, if he can unlock that same thing, maybe you could try him again at shortstop. Because look, 2021, when he was filling in for Corey Seager, he wasn't as bad as we saw during spring training. And I'm very curious to see what Gavin Lux Gavin Lux, the Dodgers' good Lux charm, would look like if he's back at shortstop a full year, a year plus, 2 years removed from the catastrophic knee injury. It'll allow him to set his feet, step in his throws, and do a better job. His arm strength, if you look at Baseball Savant, was right around where Dansby Swanson was a couple years ago. There's no reason why he can't make the throw. He's not going to have a cannon. He's not going full Francisco Lindor, right? But still, he can absolutely play that position. But you want a shoey Grant Farmer? Yeah, I don't know if it's shoey worthy. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tonight. We're gonna do a post-game show after the game. So join us after tonight's Dodgers, Pirates, and I'll be at the games this weekend. What a wonderful problem to have. These are champagne problems. You bring up a fantastic point, Mr. Summerobe. I like that take right there. Daniel, best news all year. I've been saying get Mookie the F out of short, out of the infield. He's the best right fielder, which is best for the team. Buy Ahmed from BC. Kiermaier next. I agree. We got... That's from Swelling Sausage. Like, share, subscribe, pound that like button. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Number one Dodgers YouTube channel. It's all thanks to you guys. So definitely do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. Comment Go Ohtani down below so you're eligible for the Shohei Ohtani Gray Authentic. Carl Sumner, send Kiermaier packing along with his invisible bat. That's a finish him.
Finish him.
Taylor has no place to fit in. Yang Yi. I'm predicting 2 homers from Shohei. Yeah, call your shot, guys. Call your shot. Who's hitting a bomb tonight? It's time for the Dodgers to take over the world. From Rubio Bleeds Blue. I like that mentality. A Dodger takeover. Give you a comment to the show for that one. Thank you, Roach. Appreciate you. Rambo 2024. Love postseason. Taylor. I love. We got how many more seasons CT3 signed for? Don't tell me. So after this year, he'll be under contract for 1 more season. We signed a 4-year, $60 million deal. D-Mac, how do you feel about the Joe Mama? Muncie is coming back with a vengeance. That's a Rambo 2024. Jorge Renteria, Mookie, just tired of all the Ohtani questions. Jorge, I agree. And look, I asked Mookie about Ohtani before, and I think a lot of these guys just kind of in general are a little probably worn out about the questions surrounding Shohei, and I think it's kind of only natural. It's tough to really fault them for that, but I mean, having said that, it's Shohei. I mean, it's definitely for sure a massive player that you're going to want to wonder about. BC says Mookie hit 300 last year too. I called him hitting 300 again back in 2022 when he hit 269. So here, take your victory lap, my man. Joe Rodriguez, Mookie was on pace to hit 100 home runs after the first 2 weeks. Yeah, that's true. Can't deny it, man. Can't say you're wrong. Go Doyers from Ant-Man. Matty Man 5 Dodge. He could also take a little off his swing. That's from Pico. We got Ryzen Indeed. Says D-Mac in 22-23. Everyone felt good about the LAD, and they choked. Ohtani is 4-33 in his last 8 games. Will is irrelevant. Everyone hopes Muncie shows up. Freeman and Betts are not playing like last year, choking again. Wow. Tell me how you really feel. Look, Shohei, is he going through a little slump? Sure. Has he done that in the past? Absolutely. Has he gone through it? No doubt about it. Shohei is going to be just fine. Shohei Ohtani's current slump that he's on, it doesn't bother me at all. I do think that he needs to be a little more line drive oriented. You're seeing a guy that getting too many lazy fly balls, kind of some of the ground ball work. I mean, he needs to just get back to just firing on all cylinders, hitting line drives again. Kind of the fastball up and has definitely been a little problematic against him, but not concerned about Shohei. I mean, this is just par for the course. I mean, he's always in there. He's been healthy all season, and when you play a full 162-game season like he has, you're going to have some moments where you're not at your best, but I'm predicting 2 home runs from Shohei Ohtani this series. I feel it. I want one off Skeens. Come on now. For a second time, by the way. Rebecca Michelle David, I live in the South, and sometimes Southerners say weird things that aren't what they seem. That'll all I'll say about Mookie. Okay, I don't know. Bowling saved until the World Series. Okay, now. Keith Potter, my prayers were answered. Mookie, 6-time Gold Glove Award winner, 6-time Fielding Bible Award winner, a 2X Wilson Defensive Player of the Year Award winner, belongs in right field. Yeah, with Mookie, it was valuable. It was valiant as well. Just the fact that he played shortstop. But yes, for sure. I mean, he's back. I mean, Steph Curry's not going to be playing center for the Warriors, right? I mean, you can't be miscast. So, this is Hollywood. Sometimes actors are miscast for roles they shouldn't be playing. But hey, Shohei Ohtani is a DH. He's a pitcher. Mookie Betts is a right fielder, and he's a lead hitter, and that's what we got back. But a couple more here, guys. Kind of a shorter episode just to break in the news of Mookie Betts and what it means for this team. And I think that definitely is a good day for the Dodgers. You got a defense that has some more pluses in it now, especially when they get Tommy Edman back, and then you got Mookie Betts back in right field. But a couple more comments here, and then we're going to see you guys right after the game. And, yeah, let's see. We got, more comments from Dave Roberts. He said, the conversation was kind of under the constructs of each player. Whenever they're playing defensively, they got to feel their most confident. You have to then obviously layer in what's best for the ball club. I think with where we're at, he is most confident right now in right field versus shortstop. So he's back in right field. The Dodgers definitely need him there. They need to win this division. It's not going to be easy, but this definitely is a big, big step in the right direction when it comes to the Dodgers now having the best players at the best positions and giving themselves the best chance to win games. They're starting a 13-game consecutive game stretch tonight. And with the pitching and the bullpen, how they performed, you're going to need the best version of Mookie Betts, and it's happening Monday. Could not be more exciting. $10 super chat. Not that I'd want this to happen, but I feel if the Dodgers face the Padres and or Phillies in the postseason, a brawl may ensue.
Fire team.
A little brawl there. We got gotcha. So Mookie Betts at right, Lux at second, and Rojas or Ahmed at shortstop. Bingo, you got it. We got BL Boy D-Mac. I was with you 100% until you talk about keeping Hayward because he is friends with the two players. This should not figure in no matter who the players are. They need to think about the team only. BL Boyd, 100% agree with you. I'm not saying that that's what I would do, and I've just already said that Jason Hayward could be a roster crunch casualty. I'm saying that those are kind of the internal decisions and conversations. I think that it has to be a meritocracy. Dave said it after the loss a couple nights ago. The best players will play. So Jason Hayward's on a one-year deal, signed for over $9 million. If they have to cut bait, hey, tough luck. I mean, you can't keep guys for those reasons. I could not agree with you more. I'm sick of the, back of the baseball card track record thing. No, eye test, results, numbers. How are guys performing right now? That's more important to me, and that's exactly how I would construct my rosters as well. J-Cam, D-Mac, what if Mookie re-injures the hand, let's say, on a dive? What happens then? There's pros and cons. J-Cam, absolutely. And the front office has already kind of indicated that they feel most comfortable with Mookie Betts at second base. But he's already missed significant time this season. You have 7 weeks left in the postseason. Mookie Betts is not like he's 40 or 50. He's 31 years old. Mookie can play right field for the next 7 weeks and in the postseason, and they can win a World Series or go deep. And no, they're going to win a World Series. Got to put it out there, right? And then revisit second base after the season. See if you can get Gavin Lux to play shortstop again. So it's for 2024. You can ill afford it. Think about this. If Mookie starts at shortstop on Monday, he boots one, they lose that game, the lead shrinks to 1.5 games. He misses another play, half a game. All of a sudden, you're looking up in the division, and what, you're not going to make the postseason potentially? I mean, that's what's at stake. The Dodgers could finish with the best record in the National League or miss the postseason because of the way the Padres, the Diamondbacks, the Phillies, and all these teams are playing the National League, how jumbled up it is. So, hey, that's the best lineup that they have. Yes, you can get injured anywhere. You can get injured at shortstop, too. He can. Is there more of a risk in right? Sure, but it's not like there's no risk at second or short. Injuries happen. Just an unfortunate reality of professional sports. Albert Gomez, $5 super chat. D-Mac, do you think Ohtani is at 100% or there's more to see? I'll say this. No one's at 100%. It's how close to 100% are you? Having spoken with a lot of these guys, That's why you're stretching and recovering, and your diet is what it is, and you're doing all your in-between work. You're trying to stay as close to 100%. Is he dealing with anything serious like a hamstring or anything like that? I don't think he is, because if he was, he wouldn't be in there. I think it's just, look, if you watch Shohei with the Angels, this is something that he would go through occasionally. Since July 1st, a 155 weighted runs created plus. Still's been good. But, yeah, there's no doubt about it. He has had a little bit of a downward slide last couple of weeks. I'm not trying to deny that at all. I'm not trying to keep my love goggles on and deny the fact that Shohei Ohtani has been below his standards for sure when it comes to what he does typically at the plate. And if you want the exact numbers for Shohei of late, last 11 games, he's 9 for 43, hitting .209. He's hit 3 home runs and 2 doubles in that stretch. If you look at his last 7 games, he's 4 for his last 21, 1 home run, 1 double, hitting .190 and a .598 OPS. So this just indicates to me he's due to blow up again. This is Shohei Ohtani. He's the most dangerous hitter on the planet, not named Aaron Judge, for being honest. He's going to be just fine. A $2 super chat, go Bums go. Doc is objectively one of the best managers in baseball. Rip the Ripper, fired Dave Roberts. We got some Dave Roberts talk down below. Guys, join us right after the game. Appreciate you, Jimmy. Galindo, Fire Roberts. So, yeah, join us right after the game. We're going to be going live to break tonight's game down. We'll talk more Mookie, talk more Ohtani, talk whatever you guys want to talk about in the world of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, hit that like button. Do some walk-off shots here. Delirium in addition to ice baths. Pour Epsom salt and apply a ton of magnesium daily. Ask Muncie's chiropractor. He knows. Muncie's chiropractor, you are the real MVP. OJ818 DMAC is my dad. Okay. Kenny Chung, Fire Show. Thanks, Philip Subia. Stepbrother DMAC says go Tony. Grand Farmer, LFG, Dodgers. Okay, give me your called shots. I'm saying Shohei goes deep tonight off Mitch Keller. It's my called shot. Give me your called shot and your score prediction. I got Shohei going deep, getting the show homer tonight. Dodgers getting the dub. Dodgers getting the dub. Let's go 6-3. 6-3 tonight. Dodgers win. Flaherty 10 Ks. I like that take. Fire take. From Dodgers Blue 73. Oh, actually, that's from Grand Farmer, but Dodger Blue 73 says, go Tani. Dave Montalovo, you didn't see my super chat. So I like my producer on me here. Well, let me see if I can scroll up to get it. We got, let's see. Let's try. Dave, I'm really apologize. How about this? Send me a DM. I'll send you a little gift package, T-shirt, all that cool stuff. So definitely, for sure. Rebecca's saying, I'm saying Lux. Luxie goes deep, 2 for 3 from Philip Subia. No homers tonight. Dodgers lose 5-2 from Dustin Dugan. TJ Martinez, we got some Padres fans in here talking smack. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the streams. Bring your marbles tonight, Dodgers. It's fire take. We got Ohtani strikes out 4 times. No. Shohei deep, 5-2. Freddie deep. Dodgers win 5-2. Pibble says 4-2 Dodgers. Freddie goes deep. Pika Pete Rojas goes deep. Dodgers win 6-4. Rebecca Lux home run 4-1 Dodgers. Jack 9 Ks. I'm going 8 Ks for Flaherty tonight. D-Mac, you think the Dodgers will win the division? Absolutely. Elijah Cruz. Smith will hit one tonight from Yang Yi. Keith Potter says 777 Ks for Flaherty, Glasnow, and the LA River. So, okay, all weekend, 7 for each. I respect that. Freddie gets a double from Elias Jones. Skeens will cook. BC is Barnes playing. Go Tani. Beer, Samus, Padres fans come to the stream because they have no streams to watch. Knew you liked that one, Doug. LOL. Will Smith bounced back. 8 Ks for Flaherty from Kenny Chump. But that's going to do it, guys. By the way, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, follow me on X and Instagram, DMac_LA. Remember, nothing brings together quite like Dodger baseball. Until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.